Amari, disappointing 4-0 defeat against Newcastle Benfield. As a midfielder, was today lost in the middle, just us not having enough possession?
Yeah, the reason why, I think due to us having a lack of wide men, we got utilised in those areas, so the fullback had a lot of time to get it, whereas me or Abu would drift out wide, which left a lot of space for the midfielders to get on the ball. I think that's where we kept getting caught out a lot, and then we didn't have anyone to cover there. That's when they was getting a lot of success with their number 10 playing those through balls.
Do you think, obviously their press was evident from the off, just how difficult was it to deal with that?
I think it left a lot of pressure on the midfield, because what the centre-backs kept doing was playing it over the top to the striker, so over the top and playing through balls, whereas normally we would like to play through the thirds and get to the midfielders and then build through obviously the midfield, maybe go back and then reset and then make another angle to then get it to the strikers, to my feet, because we know what we can do with the ball.
If that's not on today though, how do you work around that press?
I think we've done drills on this before where we should really just keep the ball moving, and then afterwards we can play those over the top balls. It just depends on the type of runners that we're making, or the change in wide men. So the other day we worked on it where the midfielder then went out wide and the winger came inside. That's another way we could counteract the high press.
Obviously throughout the whole second half, we're a man down with Ricardo sending off, so just does that make it even harder for yourself? Because it looked like in the second half that you central midfielders were a bit, didn't know whether to go or sit, and it makes it hard when they've got that extra man.
I think it was a struggle, because in terms of the midfield, we're the ones that kind of have to manage the game. So when they had that extra man in midfield that was getting on the ball and then driving, and then for us to be swapping players and then he's giving the ball to the player that we've just swapped, it's annoying in a sense, because it's kind of on us to keep track of those men. And it was also difficult for the striker, because having that one striker up top, he's doing a lot of running, and it's also tiring him out, especially when we need him a lot, when we need him to kind of cut those angles off to make it easier for us.
What does this mean now for going for the season ahead? Do you try and forget this as quick as possible, or do you focus on how you've been beat today?
I say we forget about it as quick as possible, but at the same time we always keep it in mind. We have to learn from our mistakes. That's what we do as a team. We always think of what could we have done better, or what can we do better for the next game, because I won't say this team was better than us. It's just that there was a lot more composed, and the pressure that they gave them more time on the ball.
Top man, Amari.
Thanks.
Thank you.